Today is Friday, September 27th. Good morning from the Civic Media News Desk. I'm Joanne Krulotz. Flags are at half-staff around Wisconsin today. The order from Governor Tony Evers honors U.S. Army Air Force Staff Sergeant Ralph H. Bodie, who was killed in the Second World War. The 20-year-old Racine native was a tail gunner on a B-24 aircraft shot down during a bombing mission over Kassel, Germany in late 1944. The War Department issued a finding of death the following year, but it wasn't until last December that remains were positively identified. Burial for Bodie is today in Racine. State Superintendent of Public Instruction Jill Underly is calling on the legislature to more than double its reimbursement of special ed costs to local school districts. In her fourth State of Education address at the Capitol Thursday, Underly called on the state to fund at least 60% of special education costs. The current reimbursement rate is 31.5%. Underly says many districts continue to struggle to afford to provide services and retain staff, and the state needs to help districts afford the cost of special education services. A Wisconsin Policy Forum report says Wisconsin could save big with Medicaid expansion. The report says Medicaid expansion would add between 72,000 and 90,900 residents to the program and save the state $1.7 billion over the next 2 years. However, health care providers and insurers would no longer benefit from Affordable Care Act tax credits, and some providers could see reimbursements reduced. Wisconsin is one of only 10 states that have not accepted federal funding to expand Medicaid. Governor Tony Evers has proposed expansion in each of his biennial budgets, but has met resistance from the Republican-controlled legislature. Governor Tony Evers and the Wisconsin Department of Transportation say the state will use more than $10 million to help reduce traffic congestion and air pollution. That includes improving traffic flow and adding intersections or turn lanes. Efforts to upgrade public transit, bicycle, and pedestrian facilities and ride-sharing programs are also covered. DOT Secretary Christina Boardman says the improvements will not only provide transportation options that help reduce regulated emissions, but can also help to reduce travel delays. 11 projects in total will receive funding. It's River Valley Homecoming Week. This year's theme is Candyland. As part of the homecoming festivities, the 61st annual River Valley School Fair will be held today. Sherry Graffunder is the agricultural education instructor at River Valley.
We are aiming for over 600 exhibitors for our school district, which is nice to have. That'll not be a record. Our record is higher, but based off a percentage of the students in the school district, it is getting close to a record.
Inside exhibits are in the gym. Animal exhibits are being accepted today. Graffunder says it is a record year for the animal exhibits.
I went to all the farms and ID'd all the animals. We have over 60 animals that will be at the sale next week. So we're looking for the bidders to come in. We have a record-breaking year as far as auction animals, and the dairy's increasing again so far.
You are encouraged to attend the fair and check out the new addition to the animal exhibit area.
We have an area just for dairy and beef to be able to not be on concrete, to have a softer feel for them so they will not hurt their legs and feet. And then we have expanded so that all the swine and goats and sheep can fit in one area.
The River Valley FFA and WIC buildings are also sponsoring a petting zoo this year. The fair will also feature a number of educational exhibits.
We have secured a Milk the Cow station so that we can show people what the animal eats and then how it produces milk. So that's the point of that. Soil sensory, this is where the students will be able to have the opportunity to make dirt pudding and understand the healthy soil and what it can produce. We're bringing in Jennifer Russell from Case for Learning. Many Hats of a Farmer will be done by Lori Wick. She's a good friend of our program. She's done a lot of grant reading for us and helped the kids with training for various speaking contests. Cows Upcycle, Can You? So Sarah from Iowa County is coming up to show people how cows can upcycle food products and better the environment. And then, like I stated, we have the Iowa County Tech Rescue Team. They're going to show us to how they will rescue somebody who may be trapped in a bin or a different farm implement. So they're going to talk about augers and bin safety and then show people how we can rescue and save lives. The Arena Fire Station, Todd Pinkham and Hunter Pinkham are alumni of our program of the FFA, so they're coming back with their fellow firefighters to show us what firefighters do in emergency situations and how important they are in our area. Wisconsin pork producers, Morgan Ork is coming up to explain that. And then Richland County, Carlene Craddock is going to come over and explain what 4-H and the benefits are. And then last but not least, Nancy Legal is going to explain ag in the classroom opportunities to the youth and show them how impactful agriculture is in our diverse area of Wisconsin.
There is no school for students in the River Valley School District today. The fair will begin at 8 with the animal auction at noon. The River Valley Homecoming Parade will step off at 3. In Friday night's homecoming football game at 7, River Valley will host Lancaster. WRCO's Phil Nee will have reports from the River Valley School Fair beginning on today's morning show. Riverdale is also celebrating homecoming today. The homecoming parade will step off at 2 this afternoon. The homecoming football game tonight will feature the Chieftains hosting Pecatonica Argyle.